Hey everyone, I hope you're doing good and staying safe. In the previous video, we took a look at how do you configure Transit Gateway to connect both the VPCs, and we spoke in a lot of detail in regards to the Transit Gateways, associations, attachments, and route tables and propagation, as well as the VPCs route table that you need to update to point it to the Transit Gateway. In this video, we will take a look at the network reachability analyzer, where I have already created some paths so that I can show you as to how it works. The network reachability analyzer is something that does not support transit gateway as the intermediate, but it does support VPC peering as the intermediate. I hope in the near future, we will be able to extend this to the transit gateways intermediate, but you can go ahead and always analyze and choose a source and a destination. So your source can be transit gateway, VPN gateways, instances, and so on, or even peering connections. And your destinations can also be the same. So let's say I would like to test the reachability between an instance in one of the VPCs to an instance in another VPC, but both these VPCs are paired with each other. This network reachability test will enable you to check whether the instances are reachable through a ping test that it does, or any port number that you mention through the VPC peering connection. But unfortunately, it does not support transit gateway. So what I tried was I tried a test which failed. And in this test, you can see that I tried to have the source as an EC2 instance or a virtual machine, which is in the 10.1 network, and an EC2 instance in the 10.2 network. Unfortunately, they are not reachable because there is no path, which means that they are in unpaired VPCs. So it does support only VPC peering. And I have not connected VPC 1 and VPC 2 via peering. I have connected it via transit gateway. So one thing to understand is the network reachability analyzer does not support transit gateway as the intermediate, but it does support peering. But there were other tests that I did, which gives you more clarity. One is from the internet gateway to one of the instances. So whether I can go from the internet to any one of my EC2 instances with the destination port of 22, which is SSH traffic. And you can see over here, when I click on the analysis, you can see it was reachable. So you can see the reachability status is reachable. And it gives you a beautiful diagrammatic representation of a flow of how your network traffic is going through. It's reaching the internet gateway, hitting the network access control list on that particular subnet, going through your security group to your network interface through that EC2 instance. So you can see whether it works or not. This is pretty cool. So this kind of a network diagram or a topology diagram gives us enough information whether your network is reachable or your instance is reachable or not. So similarly, I tried one more reachability analyzer test from my transit gateway. So whether I was able to call from my transit gateway to my EC2 instance that I have connected that network through the transit gateway attachment. So let's take a look at this analysis. It says it's reachable, but let's say the path. So from the transit gateway to its respective network interface, to the security group, to its respective network interface of this instance. So we were able to traverse this path. So probably in the future, if transit gateway is brought out as an intermediate device between two networks, then probably this reachability analyzer can identify easily if one EC2 instance in one network can connect to another EC2 instance in another network through transit gateway. But right now it does support only VPC peering, and I hope AWS brings out this update. So I hope you got a really good idea in terms of what the reachability analyzer allows you to do. I'll catch you in the next lecture where we take a look at AWS Direct Connect.